Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back once again to the world of Arcanum, of Steamworks and Magics Obscura. It's actually been a couple of months since I've played, lots of things in ordinary life, so I'm looking forward to starting up again. We're back in Tarrant. As I said last time, we're resupplying and restocking for our next adventure into the Black Mountain Mines. In particular, I now have enough bullets to stock a small armory. I only have about 200 on me. The rest of them Gar is comfortably carrying for me. Garfield, rather. Garfield Thelonious Remington III. Now, part of the reason I haven't just started us back up at the mines is because whilst we were here, I noticed the headquarters of Stanton Importers, which may ring a bell to some of you who've been following from an earlier time. Also, I'd just like to say that, dear Lord, by Valorian's teeth, it's now the 26th of July. We've been at this for nearly 8 months now, and we're barely scratching the surface of these mysteries. In fairness, the last couple of months have been spent hanging out in Tarrant, making money and just little bits of technological construction and sale and building up an armory. Still though, a very legitimate business, judging from all of the ogres. Mr. Stanton, I presume. What is it? Correct me if I'm wrong. You are Mr. Stanton, yes? The name's Stanton, like the sign outside says. Importer. What do you need? I don't know why some of these guys are American. I've been consistently voicing everyone various British accents up until now, but okay, why not? I hear you're the man that owns the Bessie Toon. Yeah, what of it? I'm here as a representative of the Industrial Council. Yeah? What is it you want with me? There seem to be irregularities regarding the change of ownership. What kind of irregularities? I bought that mine with good coin. There seems to have been intimidation involved. I didn't intimidate anyone. I mean, he owed me money. It was his suggestion. Yes, unfortunately, there seems to be some question as to whether it was his to sell. Hey, wait a minute. As I said, I paid good coin for that mine. It isn't my fault he wasn't on the level with me. Of course. So naturally you wouldn't mind appearing in court as a witness? Oh, look, that damn mine is worthless anyway. Here, take the damn thing. I don't want to be involved in this whole mess. Thank you for your cooperation, sir. You see? You see, Virgil? A kind word and some outright falsehoods. Stop waving your weapon around, Virgil.
What is it that you want?
It's unsightly.
What is it that you want?
Why do you have that out, anyway? No, he's just a bit on edge with all of the ogres. But yes, as I was saying, Virgil, a kind word and a sort of outright falsehood can get you a long way in the world. Now, we need to get out of town, head back out, and maybe after we visited the Black Mountain Mines, we might want to pay a visit to Durnholm at some point, ensure that the mine is returned to its rightful owner. We're heading west, so Vermilion Station is the best route. Indeed. We'll head out this way. Poor Jared. Oh, I'm no longer going to be in town, so let's get rid of the fancy clothes. You may have noticed that Magnus is now swirling about with, well, not in fact arcane, but scientific energies. This is because I've made a gift of the Chapeau of Magnetic Inversion to him. This being because, well, quite frankly, I'm not using it anymore. We picked up some lovely spectacles in the Black Mountain Mines, and they're doing a fine job of enhancing my perception. think so, anyway. What is my base? What's my perception without this? 9. Ah, okay, so it's not. It's actually doing. My technological aptitude really needs increasing, but well, we can deal with that when we get there. I'm hoping to level up soon. The fact is, it's been. Is it the difficulty? Stop, you. I thought you human, but you one of us. You can go, friend. Right, fair enough. You know, I'm not one to begrudge an orc of good, honest banditry. On your way. Get out of here. Ooh, but he does have some armor that Garfield could wear. You know, old chap, I like you, and I appreciate what you're doing. Unfortunately, I also really like your clothes. Oh, balls. I'm just going to step back here. Maybe get a little bit more distance between us. There we go. Thank you, Garfield. I don't know what you're doing. Just running around, dropping your freshly forged sword all over the place. Go. Barbarian armor. It's a little bit ridiculous on the rest of us, but Garfield here actually rather neat. It's the only armor he can actually wear. It's because of his orcish proportions. The rest, ordinary armor, just won't work out for him. Now,
how can I help you?
Not you, Magnus.
What is it that you want? What type of heal? What type? I am. What is it
It's a bit of a pain that I have to ask for healing from Virgil nowadays because my technological aptitude is too high for it to automatically suggest it.
What? I am finished. What is it that you? What type? What? I am finished.
You can be generous with your healing, Virgil. We're about to go a nice resting walk.
What type of heal? What? I am finished.
La 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 la. Virgil.
What is it that you want of me?
Come on, Virgil. No sleeping on the job. We have work to do. But yes, I was strongly considering increasing some of my yes, on our way. Some of our technical abilities. You see, as I say, I don't have a problem. I just really liked his armor. Ah, Malokian hand again. No one escapes the Malokian hand. It would have been better for you if you'd not survived the crash of this. Look, I'm sorry, this keeps happening, but I've no idea who you are or why you keep harassing me. Really? Look, I've told you before. If I was the guy you're after, I'd accept my fate, but I'm not. Can I please just get on with my journeys? Thank you. Honestly. Ah, the people we put up with. Really now. Orcs, assassins, snow wolves, Virgil slipping on ice. Where will it ever end? Right then, old chaps. Back in we go. Ominous. Oh, and of course it probably smells like anything because there's been corpses rotting here for the last 2 months. Oh, actually, no. No, they appear to have been... Those that hadn't just rotted away appear to have been devoured by local wildlife. Wonderful. Ugh. I don't know how I feel about that. Probably not great. But then again, there were wolves down here. I guess they have to eat, same as the rest of us. Well, except for the Orgolems. The Orgolems probably don't need eating. Need to eat. I mean, what would they eat? Pebbles? All seemed a little bit elaborate. Overly elaborate to me. I don't need to kill these people, these kites, but I'm going to kill these kites. Because, frankly, they're annoying, They're wretched, they're in my way. Oh, they have the worst screams. Really, they do. Is there anyone left? Oh, there's these guys.
That's the way to show those bastards. I mean, good hit, sir.
Thank you, Virgil. Your approbation is always appreciated. I suppose with the increased dexterity I'm getting from my charged rings, which are casually stimulating my the electrics in my nervous system, and just making it a little bit easier for me to react, I should probably look at upgrading my ability to dodge. And look, I've got my dexterity is fantastic at the moment, just because I've got all these bloody things on. I mean, how much dexterity they actually... Yeah! Yeah, those guys are at full capacity. I don't see why the blooming perception things aren't. Oh! Oh no, they are! Oh, that's great! I think I'm actually getting... Yeah, I'm actually getting the full benefits. I don't know what changed. Something did, but apparently my... No, I thought it did. I was going to say, it seemed for a moment that my technical... my perception had increased in line with everything else. I think it's because I'm in a technological area. It's raised my technological aptitude. It temporarily raised my technological aptitude and allowed me to have better stats. It increased the function of the eye gear. Because as powerfully magical as the world of Arcanum is, it gets pissy if you try. It actually gets a little pissy if you try and enforce the laws of nature too much. Ah, now I remember this place. Fortunately, we thought ahead. Scroll of Sense Invisible. Okay. It's going to drain our fatigue a little bit, but it should highlight... Ooh, gold, black powder, not really useful to me. Electrolytes. It should highlight any problems we're likely to face. It's going to be an elaborate series of events, isn't it? Alright. We have a bit of time. Nice. Let's take a look around. Oh, and another thing from the Malokian hand. Guard leather. Is that better than my current leather? I'm class 9. I'm class 9. That's the same. Still, though, all of this invisibility sensing is a treat. Looks like they tried to head us off. Either they, went in to investigate on their own terms, or they sort of tried to head us off before we could get here. Like they sort of fill the ecological niche of goblins without just being goblins. It's quite nice. Or I guess like kobolds or something. The tiny annoyances which can never present some difficulties. Lots of fun. Apologies for any background pings you're getting. I haven't actually quite figured out how to stop them from happening right now. It is something of a bother. And for any other background noises you're getting. Someone is being extremely loud. It's really pretty annoying. But enough of that. Let's just loot some kites. Take a breather. And you know what, gents, all of this time underground, it's really sort of sharpening my senses, I feel. Enough, I would say, that I feel, you know, with the aid of our optical assistants, I'm probably ending up a better shot. A bit of a trick here. Raise the perception enough to raise the firearms to increase my technological aptitude to reduce the perception. It's a little bit of a gamey solution, and I will eventually need more perception to do it. However, I'm also quite keen on building up my technological aptitudes after this. I just need enough ability to shoot straight, and then we're going to go more of a pure technologist approach to resolving our future stat deficiencies. Oh, Jack is such an ugly fellow, isn't he? Now we're going to increase intelligence. Actually, this didn't bug out. Yep, nope, still got it. Excellent. So, total attack. Base hit is 95 now because of our increased abilities. Oh, and the bloody spell's worn off. Still though, in this bit over here I should be fine. See, 98%. We're basically sorted on the shooting things front at long God's damn last. Oh, here comes the herd. How are we all doing? Garfield's looking a little bit stressed, but otherwise we're alright. And the shamans. Let's not forget the bloody shamans. Shamans? Shamans? I'm honestly never sure. Either way, the bastards who need to die before their summoned mountain cats kill us all. And oh dear God, what the frig is this? Oh, this is the last bloody thing I need. Prodigious vermin. Ow. It's gonna drop a save here. Extra save, we'll call that one. Because this is a little bit rough. Greater healing sure would be useful right now. As would some better technological aptitude. Really hoping this guy might attack someone else. Yeah, sucks to be my other party members, but at the same time.
A friend, I've been wounded terribly. Quickly, I need healing.
Okay, that's not too bad. Can I get to him? Would it be better to shoot my way through someone else? Oh, I can sort of toss him a healing salve from a distance. Oh, the cure-all might have been better though. Because the other giant bloody rat is still there. Things are not looking great for Magnus today.
A friend, I've been wounded terribly.
And as poorly as things are looking for Magnus, they could still be worse. Okay, so once again, Magnus needs some healing. Then I think if I can get to there. There. Oh, okay, Weir Rat is down. We all now stand half a chance of making it through this alive.
My friend, I've been wounded terribly.
Half a
Quickly,
chance.
I need healing.
Oh, fuck. Magnus. Let's just drop another save. Do. Magnus, you're seriously pissing me off now. Let's get this done with, okay? Oh, good lord. Did we just flip to... No, we're still in fast turn, listen. Okay, we're alive. We have that much going for us. Whatever else happens, we are at least alive. And apparently I have someone's sword. Whose sword do I have? I have Magnus's sword. Right. Magnus, take the bloody take your bloody sword back. No, you're not killing anything. Try and make your way through the world with a bloody toothpick. Oh. No, you'd actually be better off just trying to punch things with your machine gauntlets. That's how much better off you would be. Come think of it this way, I should probably give someone else the machine gauntlets. Let Magnus wear his family heirlooms. I don't know, would it be suitably orky? I mean, you know, not that he's actually an orc, so I gave Garfield one. Who knows? You know, what I really want is to just rest up, give us all a chance to heal and then continue. But I'm not sure I actually have the luxury right now. Okay. Guys, I'm going to regret this, but I need you all to wait here.
Of course, sir. Sure, I'll do it right away.
What is it that you want? What type of heal? What type? I am finished. What is it that
Whilst
you
I
want?
deal with
What
this.
type of? I am finished. What is it that you want?
Alright. Sense invisibility. Go! Oh, shit. Virgil. Virgil, you're not being helpful here. Alright, fine. If you want to come at least this far. And then at least until I get to this. Gold. Steel, wire. That's general technological needs. Yep, now I got that. Let's try and get through this without all getting murdered. Right, Virgil?
It is
Wait.
done.
I will return. You can trust me, it's fine. Watch, gold, emerald, nitro pistol. It'd be more useful if I was playing an explosive thrower. Electrical harness, diamond, sapphire. Oh, well, the dwarves are nothing if not capable technologists. Oh lord. Why the hell are there so many traps? Was someone just incredibly paranoid? Old flintlock. Yep, the dwarves had guns. And then abandoned them because they preferred other techniques. We're going to stay away from that. And those. Fantastic. We can hear bloody weir rats down the hall. That's the last bloody thing we need. And this trap sensors just went. Right. We're screwed. We're so screwed.
What is it? I'm ready to get...
Come on, Virgil.
How can I help you? It's
Come on,
about
Magnus. Come on, Kite.
Yes, sir. I'm
Come on,
ready to
Garfield.
follow you, sir.
So on our way. One day, Garfield, I might free you, but not quite today. I still need your assistance. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. One of these days I should come back here with a flow spectrometer. Try and plumb these in depth. But right now I kind of just want to get out alive. Oh crap, did Magnus just die? I suppose there's any chance that we just happen to have one of these hanging around. So we're going the Minesweeper method. Small movements, regular explosions. Hoping and praying now that Virgil can solve our problems.
What is it that you want of me? What type? I am finished. What is
Here-
it that you want?
And come to think of it, Virgil,
What is it that you want? What can I answer for you? What is it that you
a little
want?
bit more
What type?
just general
What I am. What is it?
facts.
What I am finished. What is it that you
Facts.
wanted?
Don't suppose you
How can I
know,
help you?
I forget, have I
What would you like me to... How can I help you?
asked
What
you
do
about
need to
this
know?
place before, Magnus?
The Black Mountain Clan? Oh, they're quite a famous clan.
Yes, yes, I have. Good job, lad. Let's throw down a save. Ow.
What is it that you want? What type of healing? What I am finished. What is it that what I am finished. What is it?
Thanks. Should probably give Virgil a bit of time to rest up. In retrospect, I really should have saved my ow, traps.
What is it that you want of me? What type? What I am finished. What can I?
Oh, actually,
What is it that? What type? I am finished. What is what I am finished. What is it? What I am finished. What is it that what I am finished. What is it that what type? I am finished. What is it that you want of me?
Oh, let's give Virgil a little bit of rest. Still got Preston Radcliffe's. Well, not Preston Radcliffe. Stenar Rockcutters passports. I wonder if there's a place that just forges them for you if you need them. Well, probably somewhere on the far side of the stone wall, considering that we needed to get, considering that Jack rode from Caledon to Tarrant, maybe somewhere there. Alright, Virgil, you're a bit more rested. Let's proceed. And pray there aren't any frigging bear traps. Wait for everyone to catch up. Gar's just got good reflexes. You know, considering such a long trap-filled corridor, I feel positive about there being things at the end.
What is it that you want of? What type? I am finished.
Prison.
What type? What I am finished. What is it that you want?
Virgil. Give Virgil another breather. Okay, on we go. You know, as frustrating as this is, it's still better than dealing with the gods damned ore golems. Oh, I hate the ore golems. I hate them so much. They are anathema to everything that we hold dear. The primacy of a well-placed bullet. Not only immune, but their magical friggery just undoes all of the you know, carefully calculated engineering. Okay, we're going to take a rest for a moment. Be fine. Just give ourselves a little bit of time. Allow Virgil to heal. That looks like freaking schmuck bait, doesn't it? A chest that you can only get to through a small narrow passageway. As satisfying as that would be to try and get to, I really do not have the time or patience to deal with that and just, you know, heal all the wounds necessary for it to be worthwhile. How are we doing, lads? A little bit better? Ow. Ow. We're just going to let Virgil rest. Whilst I'm doing that, just talk for a moment about Arcanum. I remember, not really when this first came out. When this first came out, I was 13, and it looked cool, but I didn't actually get it because I couldn't afford it at the time. I was 13. I remember the comic player versus player doing a bit about it. Dwarves with flamethrowers, which, you know, kind of is. But I looked up at the original materials, you know, for it years later, and there's some lovely bits of extra lore here and there, including a lovely bit in the style of a scholarly article on the history of the different races of Arcanum, the biological history. And it states that although elves claim to be the eldest race, archaeological evidence suggested that actually humans and dwarves were the original races, and elves, orcs, halflings, and gnomes were magical modifications that resulted in those lines splitting off and apparently breeding true. More than a little bit true, considering how elves and orcs both breed quite freely. What is it that you want of me? What type? I am finished. What is it that I am finished. What is it that you want of me? I want you to take a bit of a rest, Virgil, whilst I continue talking. And yes, there's a nice little bit of comparison of skulls and so on. Although certainly elves have been more the dominant race for much of known history, particularly the Age of Legends, when magic was at its highest force, and all, you know, knew the majesty of power. All right, let's move on. It's enough sitting around the campfire. We have things to do. You know what, Virgil? It's a little bit of a waste, but I'm gonna spend a little bit of fatigue restorer on you, because I need healing. What is it that you want of me? What type of? I am finished. What is what? I am finished. What is what? I am finished. What, next level up? What is what type? I'm quite tempted to just what is spend. It that you want of me? I mean, I could do it now, but I don't. You know, no, I've already increased my intelligence. Never mind. I was gonna say, I'm very tempted to spend just a little bit of intelligence on, you know, picking up where Jaina left off, getting ourselves a decent healing salve. What is it that you wanted? Right. What type? I am finished. What is it that you wanted? That's enough. Let's go on. Come on, lads. Ow. Ow. Damn it, Virgil. What you up to? Well, I appreciate. What is it that you want of? What type of? What type? I am finished. What is it that you want of me? What type of? What? I am finished. What is it that? What? I am finished. What is it that you want of me? Oh, I want healing, damn it. But it's going to take a little bit of time. No, I mean, for me, going through Arcanum is a bit of a nostalgia trip.
What is it that you want of me? What type of healing?
Well,
what
it's by
type
no
of...
means
I am finished.
one of the first
What is it that you want?
role-playing
Yes, of
games
course.
I ever got
No,
into.
I can help. You must.
Oh, balls. No, Virgil, come
I'm
back.
so glad that you're safe. I mean, I never doubted that. Well, it's good to see you anyhow. How might I serve you? Yes.
Right, yes. I'm actually going to... I think I'm going to pause the recording here, let Virgil heal up a bit and continue on from there. Well, we've recovered from a little bit of a... Pause the game for a bit there.
What is it that you want of me? What type of healing?
A
What type of...
smidge
I am
more
finished.
healing
What is it that you... What type?
off
What type?
Virgil.
I am finished.
I think it's time for us to proceed onwards in
What
the
is it
vain
that you want of
hope
me?
of actually getting somewhere. God damn these traps. Ah! Ah!
What is it that you want of me? What type? What? I am finished. What is it that you... What type? I am finished. What is it? What type? What type? I am
I
finished.
really want, a flow
What is it
spectrometer
that you
to
want
deal
of
with
me?
this, but the fact of the matter is there aren't actually that many more heavily trapped locations in the game beyond the Black Mountain Clan. Like it's absolutely worth having something to get through the traps in Black Mountain, but it's so for the rest of the game, you know.
What is it that you want of me?
Always kind of annoyed
What type
me
of
because
I am finished.
there's a
What is it that...
there's a whole skill devoted to spotting traps, a skill devoted to disarming traps. They're great, but they don't really come up that much. Unless you play heavily with traps yourself, and even then, you know, it's not the most reliable of techniques. Oh, finally. Magnus, I know, you didn't want to talk about the Black Mountain Clan, but I'm glad that someone is still here. At last, there's the vague semblance of a rational, sane conversation. Greetings, sir. Why have ye come? I will not go. I spit on the judgment of the Wheel Clan. Elven pawns. It comes to this, it does. I am ashamed for myself and my kind, I say. I don't understand. I'm just came here to find the Black Mountain Clan, and I'm somewhat concerned that you might be it. Betrayal it was. Myself, the Clan of the Wheel, betrayers all, sent to despair without hope for return. It was Stenar and the boy. Stenar and Bates. We all paid the burden of shame. Sorry, who are you? Gudmund Orbender, of the Mountains Black I am, shamed betrayer. But not! I did what must be done. I alone stood for the right. Yours is not to judge. Mine is the harshest judgment of all. Okay, you're clearly insane. Where is your clan? Are any of them sane? Gone. Gone to their despair. An island of death and hate, the unholy place of judgment. I don't understand what you're trying to tell me. Gaze upon the pillar of truth for your answers. Too long has my mind been consumed with my traps, and those waiting for me to slip and show weakness. They are here, you know, waiting, hiding in the shadows. Christiana's tits. You've just been down here for 70 years, laying traps like a frigging maniac and waiting? My traps keep me safe. Our homes must be protected to the end of days. Much evil afoot. Yeah, I can see I won't be getting much from you, sir. Good day to you. I was just wondering... Okay, look, I'm just... Stenar. You mentioned Stenar and the boy. Stenar and the boy and steam brought down the judgment from on high, brought elves to the mountains black. A more shameful day have I never seen. Okay, I'm just going to leave you be. Good day. Pillar of Truth. This pillar is of obviously dwarven origins. Its front is covered with roughly hewn writing that does not appear to be a part of the pillar's original design. I am not proud as I set this down, but it must be known. I, Gudmund Orbender, have rejected the judgment of the Wheel clan. The banishment of the Black Mountain clan to the Isle of Despair for crimes against the dwarven world, namely the sharing of technology with the humans, is a more graven offence than that which it purports to avenge. I commit to stone my judgment on Loghaire and his clan, blinded in their madness to the extent they would allow the elves to force their hand. The day the elves came, led by the warrior betrayers of the Wheel, was the day my destiny was writ upon the stone. Gudmund Orbender would never be banished by the hand of an elf, no matter what untrue judgment of guilt were handed down. The voice of reason, usually so clearly heard by the dwarven kind, was shunned when it cried out to drive the human from our ancestral home. The Bates child sold the dwarven birthright to the world. As was he the charge of Stenar, so must be the guilt. This day shall be remembered for all the days of the Orbender, when the proudest of clans may be forced as sheep into a circle of banishment created by lowly elves. While warriors stand and do naught, the Orbender must reject all that his dwarven bones will him to do, as there must be one to stay and make record of this, the most evil of days. I scream for my brothers to fight the unfair judgment of the clan of all clans. I scream at them still. I'm sorry you had to see this, Magnus. I suppose he left anything useful in here. There's a little bit of gold. Sorry, you're probably not going to need that now, Goodman. Okay. I think we need to go back to Bates, just report on the situation, get a bit of new direction. And whilst we're at it, right, Virgil, you're the most magically active of us. I think I'm going to need you to use this. I found it on one of the, I think on the halfling on the way in. Or was it a gnome? I'm not sure. Either way, it should allow us to get out of here without having to go through all the traps. Magnus and I are probably going to feel very sick going through it, but it's the only way. And I certainly don't feel ready to go through everything else. Here goes nothing. Oh, dear God. I am never doing that again. Oh, Garfield's fine. Sure. Let's just get back to Bates.
How can I help you?
Okay, we've just made it back to Tarant. It's it's taken a month after the backing and forth, because the Black Mountain clan is not actually a short distance away, and yes, we're here to see Mr. Bates, Master Bates, even. I can never resist that. As the actress said to the bishop. Right then, it's time we reported in. I want to know.
You have returned. Tell me, what news?
The dwarves were banished to the Isle of Despair because, well...
For the sake of the gods, out with it, man!
Your callous betrayal of the theft of their technology doomed them. They irresponsibly allowed their technology to spread to humans. By the gods. It is as I always feared. I don't know why this bit doesn't seem to be voice acted. I doom them all! What have I done? My youthful impertinence. Here's some gold for your trouble. could you do something further for me? You'd like me to go to the Isle of Despair?
If you would. I know I've already asked much of you, but an old man needs to put his mind at ease.
Okay, it's entirely possible he did just voice act that last bit, and I completely failed to hear it because sign problems. What is the Isle of Despair?
The Isle of Despair is a penal colony, extremely dangerous. The criminals are unceremoniously left on her shores to fend for themselves against the elements and the other inmates. I would be indebted to you, of course.
With all due respect, will your indebtedness run to more than 300 gold this time?
Most certainly. I think this should cover any difficulties you incur along the way.
Excellent! And how do I get there?
Go to the docks at Ashbury. You can find it on your map. Ask around for Edward Teach, a crusty old salt. He is in command of one of the boats that I use for special jobs.
Edward Teach. History jokes. Well, pirate jokes. And he'll take me. Can this man be trusted?
I trust him implicitly. There are rumors of a somewhat less than virtuous career on the high seas, but he's a good man should a difficult situation arise.
Oh, that's reassuring.
I'll wire ahead to tell Teach to expect you. Chukka here is quite beneficial to have around for protection. If you're interested, you might be able to persuade him to accompany you on your journey.
Thank you for your generosity. I'll apprise you of my findings. And his generosity stretched to probably about 1,000 gold. So, yes, I think that covers things nicely. Well, we've still got about 350 bullets. It's time that we went to Ashbury, and I believe we can take the train. Well, with this, now that we've discovered what happened to the Black Mountain clan, well, broadly, this actually sort of brings us to the end of the first arc, I suppose, act of Arcanum. In the second act, we're going to see to try and find out exactly what happened to those dwarves and what all of this business is about. And for one thing, what all this living one business is about as well. Until then, ta-ra for now, chaps and chapesses. I will meet you again on the train to Ashbury.